welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. It's Tom MacDonald Tuesday, which means another reaction to Tom MacDonald music. This reaction is going up with another one, which you should have hopefully seen by now. If not, head over and check it out. The other one that's up today is the official music video for I Wish, and that was absolutely brilliant. I loved that one. I did actually say in that reaction video that I think it was probably one of my favourite ones of his to date, of the ones that I've reacted to so far. Maybe that will change. I'm sure I probably said that about quite a lot of his songs, but we shall see obviously as we work our way through. So this one is the official music video for his track Sad Rappers. And I'm looking forward to getting into this one just to see what he has to say about, I'm assuming, other rappers and rap music and within this genre of music. So without further ado, let's get into it and see what he has for us. Here we go. Oh, like that visual.
Where'd all these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums. They've been preying on people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid in creative business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check. It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried probably turning in their graves so they could witness how the sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame. Their mental illness is the money on their mind. It's how they rotting their brains, yeah. Y'all ain't real. From the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real. I can see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, to feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe. You claim to be the same as me. Nah, nah, nah.
Wow, okay, first impressions, he is actually calling out all these, what he calls fake rappers who pretend that they have all these problems and that they sort of make out that they can relate to all their fans and, oh, I know how you feel, I know what you've been through, where the truth is all they're interested in is money and gaining fans and followers and people wanting somebody to relate to, and that's actually not them at all, as far as he's concerned anyway. That's his opinion. I mean, I've said before, I've never really been into rap until recently, until I started doing these reaction videos where I'm discovering all these artists within the hip-hop genre. And yeah, people like Tom MacDonald, NF, Dax, Hopsin, just various artists like that. And these are the artists that have something to say. They have a message to spread. They have something intelligent to say, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion. And you know, I don't want to trash anybody that likes those other rappers, you know, a lot of them that are just sort of mumble rappers, as he calls them, and you know, the ones that talk about partying and sleeping with women and fast cars and money and all that sort of thing. So please don't think I'm trashing, totally trashing them, and I'm not hating on you. If that's what you like, then that's great. But personally, I just think that certainly within this genre of music, because it's got such a huge following and such a huge fan base, I think it should be a genre of music that's influential, that it should be setting a good example. So rather than talking about partying all the time, which is fine sometimes you just want a light-hearted song that just doesn't talk about anything too serious, but there's a lot of issues in the world to do with mental health, to do with suicide prevention, to do with, you know, drugs and alcohol and other addictions, and to do with philosophy and societal issues and just all different things like that. There's such important issues that we should be talking about that unfortunately there's a lot of rappers out there that are not. Instead, they choose to kind of just talk about how many diamonds they've got in their teeth or how many fast cars they have at their home. And I sometimes think it's kind of like a wasted opportunity to be influential and to be a great role model and talk about these things and bring these things to light and get people having these conversations. And that's one of the things that I love about Tom MacDonald. It's a huge thing that I love about Tom MacDonald, as the same with some of the other artists that I just mentioned, is that they're very honest, very open. They speak their truth, and they're not ashamed to kind of admit that they struggle with mental health issues or addiction, or they've been through struggles in their life, or that they question things as well. You know, even questioning sort of, you know, their beliefs and their religion and their faith and things like that. I think these are all relevant topics that actually more rappers should be incorporating in their songs, rather than it just being maybe too light-hearted sometimes and too much about partying and things. They have a huge opportunity, and I think they should take it a lot more. But yeah, sadly, he has got a point where money seems to mean more to them than actually being honest and being truthful and helping others. Sometimes they feel that their idea of helping others is, like I say, talking about partying all weekend and drinking and pretending that they relate to people, where in actual fact they haven't got a clue of the daily struggles of a normal average person. So I love that he actually kind of called them out on it a little bit, because yeah, sometimes I think things like that just need to be said. They, you know, and like I say, I'm not trashing anybody that wants to listen to that kind of music, you know, fair enough, you know, that's what you love. But I just think that they should take the opportunity a lot more to kind of, you know, talk about the really important issues. But anyway, let's carry on. So far I'm absolutely loving it, absolutely brilliant, making some awesome points as usual, and just being very honest. That's Tom MacDonald for you, isn't it? Just telling it like he sees it. Carry on and see where he goes with this.
People die from depression, these rappers cry for attention, and it's in every single genre you could possibly mention. From pop to electronic to rock to indie to grunge, they're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug, get you addicted to artists they manufacture to target all of the people in therapy trying to deal with their hardships.
Wow.
Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person they make you fine in your skin. They ain't really trying to help you, they don't want to make you better, it's a lie they're trying to sell you, so you always buy the records. If you want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma, they made anxiety trendy by using popular artists that use the rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant.
Wow.
Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear.
So much truth there.
Talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I can see it in your eyes. All lies, y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
Can I just say, I love the visuals actually, just the kind of like the contact. It kind of gives the impression that he's kind of like blinkered, he's blinded, and sort of conveying that whole message that you can get blinkered by a lot of these artists, where you can't really see them for who or what they are and what they're actually doing, what the big record labels that they sign up with, what they're actually doing, what they're really promoting. They're not promoting anything that's necessarily good for you. It's stuff that's actually going to like rot your brain and make you think something, when in actual fact it's not really the case at all. So I love that, and I love the fact that he's in it was kind of like glamorous, but obviously the real thing is not, but he was in a straitjacket as well, and you know, he's got his like diamonds on his teeth, he's got, you know, all of this jewelry and all this bling and stuff, which is sadly what a lot of these rappers use to kind of influence people and lure people in. They lure their fans in. You know, this is what you could have if you do what I say, and if you have this kind of lifestyle, you know, partying and drinking and sign up with these big record labels and stuff. And that's all well and good, but does it really make you happy? Does it really solve your problems? I don't know about that. Yes, it can solve a few problems, but is it really the be all and end all, you know, when all you're thinking about is money? Not really. Okay, so I just wanted to say that because yeah, I think that's brilliant. The visuals in this are awesome. Okay, let's carry on.
Exploiting our problems to benefit, they just want to get paid. I spend all my money on medicine, spend all your money on chains. Y'all just exploiting the misery, popping Xannies to fade. Well, I'm throwing ones into therapy, cause all I know is rain.
Wow.
Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I can see it in your eyes. All lies, y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I can see it in your eyes. All lies, y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us. Don't feel the love, nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah.
Wow. Absolutely brilliant. That was actually pretty short. It was just under 3 minutes. Whoa. Yeah, so like I say, I mean, I just love the visuals of that. I love the points that he made in that about, you know, the music industry and just the way it works, just how they pull people in and make people think that some of these artists are relatable. And we know your struggles, we know your pain, you know, we've been there, you know, we're you know, taking these pills to help with this, and maybe you should take it because it will help you, and in actual fact that's not really the answer. They're luring people in, and it's a lot of it is false, sadly. But people, you know, people will pay the money and they'll go and see their concerts and they'll buy their records and they'll just get sucked in further and further. And in actual fact, that's kind of what's making a lot of people lose themselves, is that they're listening to a lot of this stuff that's not really great for your self-confidence and not really good for your mental health. And it's sad. I think more people, to be honest, should be listening to songs like this, and like Dax and Hopsin and NF and Joyner Lucas, and just people that have something really, really intelligent and just knowledgeable to say. I think these should be like the artists that are kind of blowing up more so than the likes of your Kanye West and even Jay-Z and you know, dare I say it, you know, those people, you know, I respect them for how big they've got and how hard they've probably worked and how successful they've become. Don't get me wrong, but they're not really the kind of artists that I would want to listen to as far as this genre goes. I would rather listen to somebody like Tom, who just is very honest and open. I mean, I've also said before, I think in a couple of other reaction videos, that the hip hop that I would have loved, respect and admire more are the hip hop artists and the songs from the 80s, like the old school, where, you know, you had the actual song called The Message.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Which was that Sugar Hill Gang? I think it was the Sugar Hill Gang. And that was absolutely brilliant. That song, if you haven't heard it, go and hear it, because it's so many great points. And even back then, it's one of those songs, I mean, it's been sampled, I think, probably a number of times in other songs, and it comes up, I've heard it quite a lot, it comes up from time to time, and you probably have heard it, but maybe you might not have known the title of it or who did it. And it was just way ahead of its time, I think. They were talking about societal issues back then, and people with problems, and talking about mental health, I guess, really, because some of the lyrics are, don't push me because I'm close to the edge, I'm trying not to lose my head. And I mean, just way ahead of its time, you know, just the beat, the instrumental, the lyrics, just the thought behind the lyrics, everything was just so advanced and actually just as relevant, if not more so, today than it was back then, maybe. And this is what kind of, you know, the likes of Dax and Hopsin and Tom MacDonald and NF remind me of. Are the artists that kind of used to be, where they had something really important, they had a message, a really important message for the world, and they talked about really, really important stuff. So props to Tom, another great one. He made some brilliant points in this, and I mean, I love the beat, love the instrumental, and the visuals were awesome, absolutely awesome. They went perfectly with the song and what he was trying to say. I'm really looking forward to getting into more and more of his stuff. Like I say, I'm going to keep the Tom MacDonald Tuesday reactions coming, and yeah, if you're a Tom MacDonald fan, obviously come back for those every Tuesday, because I'm just so look forward to sitting down and listening to another one of his songs and just seeing, okay, what's Tom got for us today? What's he going to say in this one? And often I sort of like see a title of the next ones that I'm going to react to, and I think, I wonder what that's about. Okay, I'm guessing it's about whatever it is. Like I did with Sad Rappers, I was kind of assuming that it was going to be calling some of the rappers out, and I think it basically was. Often with Tom MacDonald's titles, you can kind of get a gist of what he's going to do in the song and things that he's going to have to say. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Loved this one. So if you love this too, please give it a thumbs up. Like I say, don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more Tom MacDonald reactions every Tuesday, and reactions for other artists on Thursdays and Sundays, and also Festive Friday every Friday in the lead up to Christmas, and including Christmas Eve, which is Friday the 24th of December, obviously. Friday. And yeah, if you want a little bit of light-hearted relief from all this serious stuff, and you want to come here for Christmas reactions, then obviously, yeah, come back on Fridays. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.